Good morning, children. This is 10th class bioscience lesson. The first lesson, nutrition, food supply system. And as we know in the earlier lesson that nutritions are of two types. One is autotrophic nutrition and second one is heterotrophic nutrition. And what is autotrophic nutrition? Autotrophs, that means organisms which prepare the food by their own are called autotrophs, and that mode of nutrition is called autotroph nutrition. And how do they prepare the food? There is a process called photosynthesis. As we know in the earlier classes, photosynthesis needs four major factors. They are, first one is air, second one is water, third one is sunlight and chlorophyll. Today we will discuss about the air and photosynthesis. Our topic is air and photosynthesis. And today we will discuss about a very wonderful experiment to know the role of air in the photosynthesis. Firstly, Joseph Priestley is a famous scientist. He has done many series of experiments in 1770. And we know that he discovered the oxygen in 1774. But he didn't name it. The name was coined by Lavoisier in 1775. Now we will discuss about the experiment done by Joseph Priestley. Joseph Priestley has taken some materials and some living beings to do this experiment. They are bell jar, candle, rat and a mint plant. He has done this experiment in different phases. And in the first phase, he lighted a candle and put on the bell jar on it. We know that some air is inside the bell jar. After some time, he observed that the candle was put off. Then in the second phase, again he lighted a candle and along with it he placed a mouse in the bell jar. The bell jar, now it was closed, and after some time he observed the candle was extinguished, it means put off, and the mouse gets suffocated and finally it was dead. And he assumed that the gas in the air, some gas in the air was damaged by these both burning candle and mouse. And then finally again he used all these apparatus and he kept the candle lighting and a mouse along with he placed a mint plant also. All these apparatus was put on here and the bell jar was put on it. Now he observes for some time. The candle was lighting. After some time candle was burning or lighting and the rat was alive, the mouse was alive and the mint was also alive and it was fresh. Finally, after these observations, he concluded that Priestley hypothesized that plants restore the air what breathing animals and burning candles remove. It means he said that he hypothesized that plants will restore or they will give some gas which is damaged or used by burning the candle and the rat. And after that this process was proved. And Priestley's experiment confirmed that gaseous exchanges was going on and plants were giving out a gas. That means now we know that oxygen that supported burning, giving out and was essential for the survival of animals. It means Priestley's experiment confirmed that the gaseous exchange, here which gas were exchanged? The gas which is released by the mint is exchanged to or received by the burning candle and the rat, and vice versa, the burning candle and the mouse released some gas, it means carbon dioxide, was received by the plants, it means mint. So that this gaseous exchange occurs and all the living beings, it means plants and animals, survive on this earth. And now we will now we want to know about how this gaseous exchange occurs in plants and where is the spot, where does the gaseous exchange is occurring in the plant. We all know that gases are exchanged mainly in the green leaves, and under the leaves there are massively there are so many tiny cells called stomata, and not only in the green leaves there are the gas is exchanging in the loosely where the loose tissues are there in the stems and roots also. And this stomata, when it is open, the carbon dioxide is received and the oxygen is released. And how do this occurs? How does this process occurs? And how we know that plants receive the carbon dioxide to do the photosynthesis, and they receive the oxygen to respire. It means to respiration. How do this chance or how do this choice occurs? How do they take the choice? How to take carbon dioxide and where to take the oxygen? Finally, Priestley concluded that it is actually at the level of the organelles involved in the process of photosynthesis and respiration that the choice of the gas required is made. And this carbon dioxide, when it receives, it went to chloroplast, the spot of photosynthesis, and when it respires the oxygen, it goes to the mitochondria. So the choice of the gas required is made in the self organelles of the plants. Now finally Priestley proved that oxygen is released from the plants which survive the animals, and animals release the carbon dioxide which is going to survive the plants. Okay. If any doubts on this chapter or on this topic, please call me to this number 9441272534. Thank you.